On the direct orders of the king, we have been commissioned to transport these heretics to Radadorbo.
Are these people the goods?
We are going to gather them together and publicly execute them atop a hill there.
It's an impossible situation. If we escort them there, they'll all be killed, including the kid.
A human attack has been detected, reducing your experience.
But it's okay if people die as a result of our actions? Is this event part of the quest? Or is it a trick? Do we fail if we help them? How do we know the right choice?
I believe the far western town of Radodorbo falls under the Kingdom of Diok's authority. You're saying you intend to execute your own citizens on foreign ground?
Who do you think you are? State your name, woman.
I am Cavell, a knight of the city-state of Cortanel. While your nation may be larger, you appear to be a mere foot soldier, and I am not obligated to submit to your questioning.
I've heard of your homeland. A tiny nation valued only as a significant traffic route. Pardon my rudeness. I am Vice Corporal Camilto of the Kingdom of Diok, and I have...
A troop from a war-loving nation has its highest officers killed by kobolds, and yet has the nerve to speak to me in this way? Wait! Just hold it! The Kingdom of Diok is trying to gain power over the entire continent. We should carve up these three and bury them while we have the chance.
I will not stand by and let our kingdom be insulted. Anyone who does that will die.
Can't we talk? Yusuke!
Oh, yeah. Heroes, gather! This whole situation is an event we have to get through to deliver the goods to Radadorbo. And if it's a compulsory event, that likely means one thing. The goods we have to deliver must be...
Those people. Yeah, of course. I think I get it now.
So if we help those soldiers get where they're going, we'll complete the quest, right?
Yes, but if we transport these prisoners, they'll all be executed. Even this child.
So that's the bottom line, huh?
The people from the future may be watching to see if we're actually willing to sacrifice these prisoners. Also, the results of our actions might be considered a human attack, which would mean game over for us.
Wait a minute, you're saying it's a trap, then?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. With that in mind, it seems to me it would be pretty risky to kill any of these...
Oh wait, I think I just came up with a great idea. What if we escort them as far as Radadorbo, then stop the execution and set all the prisoners free?
Hey, that just might work.
Let's vote. Does everyone agree with that plan unless we come up with something better?
Mm-hmm.
So we all approve? I think that's gonna be a pretty good plan of action. Sir, is this wise? Are you sure we should allow them to accompany us? Especially with a foreign knight among them.
We have no choice. After all, we can't kill the prisoners before their execution, and I'm hoping the hero with the healing power can keep the boy alive till then.
Yusuke, so is he getting any better?
I think he's improving little by little, but he's just a child. He doesn't have the strength of an adult. Plus, I also have to take breaks every now and then since my MP is limited. What we need is information. Then we can strategize.
We'll stop and make camp here, unless you object.
I don't understand why we have to take orders from a man like him.
Don't forget, we're the ones who asked to be allowed to travel along with these guys. I don't know why, but there's something about their commander.
Camilto, do you have a minute, sir?
Don't be in there too long.
Just a few minutes.
I want to thank you for inviting me.
I thought you might be worried about the condition of this child.
I appreciate your consideration. My name is Fafsel, and I'm a missionary. I've traveled here from the continent of Iya. I had hoped, for grace, that Belili here would be spared even if the rest of us were not.
So could that be what the real goal is here?
The Kingdom of Diok kills all Arturos believers, even those identified as coming from another country. I'm afraid he won't be afforded any protection in Radadorbo either.
If I may ask, what is it about Arturos that causes the kingdom to hate it so much?
The nation is divided between citizens who worship only the king and citizens who worship both God and the king. Both sides have engaged in hostilities, each insisting the other started it, and destroying everything their opponents believe in. The conflict finally led to the destruction of historic statues of the kingdom's leaders. That was the final straw, and it ultimately caused the prohibition of the religion and the execution of its believers.
For real? Dictators execute.
It's a complicated situation. In peaceful times, the god Jusis advocates love and peace, but over time, some failed to comprehend what our scriptures said about love and peace. As a result, the people of the kingdom ultimately divided into us and them.
From what I can tell, he's saying the actions of a few radicals made everything worse. Looks like this truly is a compulsory event.
I don't really know anything about this stuff. Dictatorships or religion.
The next step in this journey is going to be dealing with him. Camilto, sir? Why is it necessary to undergo such a dangerous journey just to execute Arturos believers in Radodorbo?
To set an example and give a warning. These heretics come from the continent of Ia, and since Radodorbo is the gateway to that continent, they must be halted there. It's vitally important to dampen their morale as soon as they set foot there, to prevent them from spreading their heresy any further.
Is it necessary to go to such great lengths?
Oh yes.
It's Father! Is that you?
At that time, the fate of war orphans and families whose men could no longer work was Krudiok V decided to change that history.
I shall reward not only our soldiers who fought bravely in the war, but also the families who lost their fathers or sons, with one slave each. The first step to the unification of this continent is to improve the lives of its citizens. And to realize this goal, it is my intention to continue establishing more colonies in the name of the kingdom.
My family was thus spared from homelessness. Ours is a kind king who never abandons the weak, and he truly desires a unified continent for the good of the people. To achieve that goal, the evil Arturos religion must be completely erased from this continent, no matter the cost. Is all of this clear to you now?
Yes.
Killing is definitely going too far, but to these people, that logic makes perfect sense.
A guy who's colonizing smaller countries for slaves says he's saving the weak? Oh, please. He's only saving the weak of his own nation. That's just mob mentality.
How does that make him a kind king?
What?
The more I sit here and think about it, the more I've decided I hate dictatorships.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to have a conversation.
Don't you hate them too? Bullies try to assert dominance based on certain the others turn on them, they become a target, and the cycle of social cues goes on and on. But every now and then, someone ignores the cues and goes crying to her boyfriend or a teacher. And that's wrong, isn't it? Well, I have news for you. We're not playing by those rules. A big nation attacking smaller ones means they're just ganging up on them. As far as I'm concerned, there's no humanity involved when a large group of people decide to gang up on a few. You understand what I mean?
No humanity, but this is all a game.
Once those few are made into slaves, that's it. Where does he get off rewarding people with slaves? These are people we're talking about.
Okay, Yuka, take it easy. I understand that you're pissed.
I haven't understood a word you said, girl, but I do understand you're ridiculing my king. Now take it back or die!
I have an idea. There's no way we'll be in danger if we wipe out all these guys, so let's kill them.
She didn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll give her a talking to.
And what is your opinion about this? Do you agree with her?
Huh? I hadn't thought about it, but to each his own, I guess. And as far as that logic goes, I would have to say the king isn't really wrong.
You know, because we're women, there's no way we'll be able to match a man's strength in battle. We have to learn techniques to make up the difference.
So that's sword art, isn't it?
And part of sword art is striking at locations that cause instant death or at least a fatal wound. Do you know where those are?
Not quite.
It will take 7 days to cross these mountains. Then it's 5 days to Radodorbo.
First time he's spoken to me since 2 nights ago.
So it's 12 more days until we get there. And we only have 13 days and 20 hours left to complete our quest. It's gonna be close.
Do you think we could get across with our carriages?
The steep slopes make it extremely difficult, but not impossible. However, there's an alternate route. It would be faster, but it would mean going underground.
This is killing me.
It's becoming a habit. It's the second time I've pushed a carriage with you.
Well, I survived the first one.
It shouldn't be much longer. Do you think you'll make it?
Oh, yeah. Hey, there it is. I see it. Huh? What in the world is that?
This is the alternate route?
The mechanisms throughout this cave complex were built thousands of years ago. Not all of them are workable, but we know the one at the entrance is still functioning.
It does seem preferable to pushing our carriages over these mountain roads.
Once everyone is assembled inside here, I'll activate the mechanism that lets us pass through.
Okay, got it.
Wow, look at that.
Incredible.
It's swinging the bridge around.
Definitely cool.
You're right.
What the hell?
You gotta be kidding.
We're stuck! Open up! Let us out!
We walked into a trap.
I'm truly sorry about this, but you who support the followers of that evil religion,
Faster!
this is where we leave you. I wish you heroes all the best. Though I must say, I'm not really sure whether your strength will work against that. Come on, let's go!
Great hero!
Stop him!
We've lost the prisoners who might have been our goods. And time's running out. Truth is, I don't know if we can escape this place. It's horrible. It's even worse than where we started.
This looks promising. If we get through here, we might be able to cut off those soldiers. So let's get moving, catch up, hack them to pieces, bury them, and be done with it. What do you say? Come on.
Let's do it! That's a pretty obvious trap, don't you think? This pillar's facing wrong. It should be this way.
Hey, way to go.
That was close!
This one should be easy. It probably leads to the other side. We're gonna get there first and give that Deoxys.
Right down there?
I'm fine, but I can't climb back up. Go on ahead if you can.
Oh boy.
That had to have been about an 8-story drop.
I don't think Yusuke is going to be able to make it back to finish the fourth quest. move irregularly.
From watching them over the last few minutes, the ones further down seem to jump out at shorter intervals. Since we have the carriages, we'd need 40 seconds between each movement.
We should have stuck with Yusuke's plan for completing the quest. If we had trusted his instincts, we'd be much closer to our destination. Now the question is, can we finish the quest without him? Can we even get out of here?
15.
What's that?
Hold on. I want to check something. Cavell, do we have a pen and paper?
The food they left will hold me for about half a day. I'm gonna need to find a way out of here before this torch burns down. Otherwise, I'm going to join the ranks of these old skeletons.
I'm trying to calculate how long it takes for each wall to start moving again after it stops. I mean,
But what?
from what I can tell, I think this trap is powered by water. The water goes through pipes which make the walls move.
Based on the total number of elapsed seconds, wouldn't that mean there are several of those pipes moving them? There must be at least two. One that moves every 60 seconds and one every 75 seconds.
Their timing would have to be perfectly aligned.
And the ones further back?
I solved it!
You're right, that should do it.
So we have to start moving at the end of the next 540-second cycle.
Just to be safe, I'll go first by myself.
Huh? Don't be crazy.
If it doesn't work, take care of yourselves.
She made it! All right!
Yusuke, it's me! Are you down there?
Yeah, I haven't found a way out yet!
We're gonna go on ahead like you said!
Thanks for letting me know! Good luck!
Okay, you're being awfully polite given the circumstances. Oh, not another dead end.
What was Yusuke thinking? We're never getting out. Don't forget, if not for him, we'd have been done for by now.
Kasue's right, so let's focus and figure this out ourselves. Figure something out. Figure something out.
It's cutting it. I think I can make footholds with this.
So what's this place? An arena? And what's behind those doors down there?
Is that a monster?
I think it's a gargoyle.
It's a man-made creature.
Is it dead?
I've heard that mummifying them by removing their bodily fluids can allow them to move even after thousands of years.
Though I must say I'm not really sure whether your strength will work against that.
This must be the creature he was referring to.
Look! That thing is starting to move!